That one will fall in front of the diving Chloe, and we'll be down 2-0. Sorry, I had a little mic problems to get us started there. We're in the championship here in the final match of this Show Me Classic for us in Kansas City. We're up against a Team Husky 16 National out of Windsor, Connecticut, and we're going to start off 3-0 to this team as they took down a team from Dallas in their semifinal match in 3 sets. We took down Top Notch out of Springfield, Illinois in 3 sets, if you didn't see that one earlier. So both teams had a barnstormer go on for their first match, and now they'll face off head-to-head for all the marbles in the bronze bracket. Shane will get that to Olivia, and she'll get it to Zoe, who'll tip it up and over the block. This one's going to come up and over and out of bounds and be the first Rockwood point. That'll take us to 3-1 in favor of the Huskies. Chloe will send that one at the libero in the middle. Quick set to the middle. And a whole bunch of net and a Rockwood point. Chloe will try the right side. Setter's going to get this one to her middle. This time she gets some hands from the block and a whole lot of floor and takes them up 4-2. This one at Greta. She'll send it forward. Cam does a good job at keeping it in play. That one's blocked at the net. Liv gets it up. Chloe will get the out of system over to Greta. It's dumped over, and Huskies pick it up. That's going to spray all the way to the back, and somehow we're awarded the point for keeping that alive. Lead cut to 1, 4-3 in favor of the Huskies. I saw it earlier when I was talking about how it was a team from Nebraska that beat that Dallas team, because I saw the NE on their behind their name, which I thought was Nebraska, but that stood for New England. From the outside, cross court, Chloe high hands at Kennedy, diving effort, and that'll get played over. Back set to the right side, and that's going to come all the way over here to the Siete and down for a Husky point. This one will go at Jane. That's going to spray over to the bench. Greta reaches over and does a good job of keeping that in play. This one will go out of bounds. That'll be a Rockwood point, and it'll be 5-4. Greta to serve. She'll send this one cross court. From the right side and down in that seam again, and the Huskies will go back up by 2. Short serve. Greta plays up to Allie. Allie does a good job of fending that one off as it came back on her. Right side tips it over. Chloe hesitated for a second and unable to get there. Kennedy up to Allie. Back sets it to Cam. Cam with a great swing as that looked pretty. Takes us to the old Heinz 57 score. Cam will serve that one back at the libero. Setter pushes it to her outside. Off the high hands. Kennedy one hands it up to Cam. And Greta will tap it over and caught him sleeping. gets the kill and the old 6-7 score. Giggle, giggle. Cam goes back at the libero. That sprays off. That'll be an ace and 7 up. A refreshing score as we're tied now here in the first set of the finals. Cam shoots the left side. That off the high hands, off the net, and somehow played up and out of bounds. Rockwood now up 1. As this Husky team having a hard time figuring out Cam's serve. Goes at the back middle. She fights it off. Outside cross court. That's off of Cam's shoulder and a swing. And not a full contact by Kennedy, and that'll be a Husky point. Greta up to Allie. She turns, dumps it into the old Hertz donut. This one brought to you by Refreshing Cup of Milk. 9-8 in favor of the Thunder. Allie's serve will go seam right. That's picked up. And that's going to fall down on our side and tie us up at 9. Yeah, we'll get the freebie as that serve will sail on over Chloe and out of bounds. That'll bring Reagan in to serve. She'll shoot it down the right side. Overpass cleaned up quick by Zoe Parks. Doesn't go down as an ace, but that's as good as an ace when you can do that. We'll take all kinds of those. Goes right side again. That's going to spray off, and that is an ace. Timeout by the Huskies as the Thunder is rolled up by 3 here. We'll be back after the timeout. Out of the timeout, Reagan to serve another here. See if she can keep adding on to this lead. Sends it back middle. Setter gets it to her outside. That's tipped over. Greta's played it. Chloe gets the out of system to Zoe Parks. That goes off the high hand. She'll get a kill pushing that one through the block. Reagan will go seam right, get the aces. That falls in front of the back right. She'll drop another one short. This one comes all the way over. Delaney plays it to Liv, feeds it over to Greta. Greta tips it into the old Hertz donut, and we'll get another point, up 15-9. And we got the old shift right on, and Reagan will go right at it. That goes at the same girl. Feeds it to the outside. That's pushed to the right side. Reagan unable to get there. Good dive at it, though, and that'll take us to 15-8. it's 15-10. Somehow I missed a couple points. Probably when I'm catching things on the score. Great swing by Greta. She gets up over the top of that one. And that should put us at 16-10. Sometimes the touchpad of this scorekeeper here gets a little, as I'm catching highlights, it'll jump around on me. Chloe goes to the back right. That's off the high hands, and Reagan will try to pick that one up, but dropping in front of her. She got a paw on it. That's about it. Liv gets it to Zoe Parks, and she goes head hunting off a shoulder and comes back over. Reagan gets it to Liv, and Liv sends them the old invitation for a donut party as she finds the Hertz donut. 17-11. Kennedy serve at the libero, played up over to the outside, off the high hands. Reagan gets one up to Allie. She's got options. Finds Cam. Cam makes good use of it. I have us at 18-12. They got us at 17-12. Reagan high hands it up to Allie. Chloe will play that up and gets it to Allie, who finds Greta. Tipped over. Kennedy diving effort. Greta will send that over to the bench. And I think it's 18-13. Let's see if they change it. That'll sail out of bounds. That'll put us at 18. And Greta will find the net with that one. Greta up to Allie. She'll find Jane. Woo! Jane gets up over the top of that one, puts it down in the middle. Cam had a nice little run earlier. Let's see if she can get a good one here, maybe close out this first set. That's the broadcaster's curse there, as I sent that one. She sent that one too far to the left. The spread is 4. Rockwood up here late in the first set. Greta up to Allie. She finds Jane. That's going to not make it over. I don't know if they said that was blocked or... Either way, came back on our side. Short serve. Greta unable to pick that one up. The lead to 2 now, 19-17. That'll go too far, and as we roll into the back third, the Thunder up 3. And we're going to get a net violation, or actually a setter, probably back row setter. Played it up and over the net. Timeout by the Huskies as they're down 4 in the back third here of set 1. We'll be back after the timeout. Allie to serve, up 4. Tywin to the net, pushed over the outside. That's thrown in the back corner. Allie has to play it. Zoe Parks will send it too far. We'll side out it over to him. 21-18 now. Chloe, Liv runs under it. Gets it to Jane. She sends it back left. Big swing from the outside. That's going to come seam right and down. The lead's cut to 2. Greta, Liv. Delaney rejected. That wall of the Huskies went up and sent that one back on us. 1 point advantage, nursing the 1 point lead here. The girls need to get a side out. Greta to Liv. She finds Jane. There we go. Jane will get the kill and take us up to a 2 point lead. Reagan sends it on the right side. Pushed over to the right side. That's rejected. Picked up by the Huskies. The joust at the net, and that's going to come back all the way to our back court. Holding on to this 1 point lead in the back third. Reagan will roll under that one and get some help from her teammates. We kept it alive. Reagan gets that one. Liv will have some options, gets it to Zoe Parks. Zoe Parks sees the opening in the middle and puts it there. Good job of the girls to just keep that serve alive, as that was a short serve. Tough pass. Liv played it up, and Zoe kept it alive, so good things happen. Chloe sends it right side. From their right side, off the high hands. Reagan, diving effort. That'll be a Husky point. And we're exchanging side outs here. We're at a point where we could do that and win this set if we just side it out the rest of the way, but can't rely on that. Reagan to Liv, back sets it over to Zoe Parks. And that'll take us to a set point for the Thunder. And Kennedy will come in and see if she can close it out. She'll go shooting it right side. Setter's going to give it to the middle. That's sent back on him. From the outside, tipped over. Allie gets a hand on it. Reagan will play it up. They're going to say that was 4. And I guess they counted that first one as a touch. So we'll see if we can hold true on just siding out. And Gabby wanted a timeout, throwing a fit because the up ref didn't see her, but he gave it to her. So we'll be back after this timeout for the final of set 1. We're back. See if we can get this side out and close out the first set. That one at Chloe. Allie feeds it to Greta. Greta sends it into the net, and we get some free volleyball here for the first set. Chloe up to Allie. She turns and dumps it. That's brought back. Cam plays it up. Allie feeds it to Greta. Greta is going to find the net with it. And this will be a set point for the Huskies. And Gabby will want another timeout. We'll be back after this timeout. And we're back out of the timeout. This is a must-win point for the Thunder, as Cam will push it over. And that'll go off Chloe, and that'll do it for set one. This one's going to go the Huskies' way, as they'll take it 26-24. We'll be back to bring you set two after both coaches reset their lineups. All right, set 2 as Reagan will start us off. This one goes back middle. Reagan will play it up to Liv. Liv gets it to Greta. Greta has to try to adjust on it, unable to get that over the net. We're down 1. This one cross court. Reagan plays it up to Liv. She finds Cam, and Cam puts a smash on it and ties us up at 1. Cam will send this one left side, pushed over to the middle. That's going to come off of the hands at the front, down for a kill for the Huskies. They'll go up 2-1. Reagan will dive after that one, unable to play it up to Liv. And the score's 3-1. Low driver at Greta. She gets it up to Liv, feeds it back to Greta. Greta will find the net. And things not going well right now as we're down 4-1 here in set 2. If you just joined us, we dropped the first set. And a heartbreaker, 26-24. Off the top of the tape, Greta plays it up to Liv. She'll turn and dump it. Huskies ready for that one. Free ball over. Reagan gets it up to Liv. She back sets it to Zoe, and that one too far to the right. She's unable to make a play on it. Reagan has a tough one at her. She'll get some help from Chloe, and Liv will send it over and too far. And just about everything that could go wrong going wrong right now. We'll take a free ball, though. Kennedy will come in to serve. That one at the libero. That's going to get pushed over to the outside, and that head hunting. Kennedy got her hands up to defend herself, but that's about all she could do. Kennedy overpass. That's going to be 2 touches by the middle. You can't do that. And just for the record, you can't spike or slam a serve. So, well, that wasn't a serve. Sorry. So never mind. That wouldn't be. The overpass could be spiked. So never mind. Forget what I was saying. Greta's serve goes cross court. This is lackadaisically dumped by the outside and never even made it to the net. Lead cut to 3. It's 7-4 now in favor of the Huskies. Rockwood in a must-win situation here in set 2, or we're reffing and heading home. Cross court. Greta fights that one off. Allie gets it over to Jane. From the outside, tipped over. Nobody home. Kennedy will pop this one forward. Allie back sets it to Laney, and That caught him off guard. Delaney had a free swing, put it away nice and easy. Makes the game look easy when you do that. Chloe sends that one right side. It's from behind the 10-foot line. Roll shot over, hits the net. Cam does a good job of playing it. We get it over to Jane. She takes a good swing. That's dumped over. Cam plays it up. From the outside, tipped over the block. Kennedy dives in. That'll roll off her, roll off Jane, and come down on our side. Greta up to Allie, feeds it to Jane, off the high hands, picked up back row. Quick set to the middle, and no contact, or bad communication between her and setter and middle, and that one never made it over the net. Nine 6, Allie serve, goes seam left. Big swing by the outside, that'll drop down in the front left. Greta up to Liv. Back sets it to Zoe. Zoe dumps it right side. That's played up by the Huskies, and they'll find the back right corner here. And a lot of things going wrong right now as the girl is looking for answers. Ready to Live, finds Zoe Parks. That one will go into the net and down. Jane to Liv, feeds it back to Jane. This time she goes cross court, and that's going to go just a touch out of bounds. That one was close. But close only counts in hand grenades and tiddlywinks. We'll get that one back because that one will find the net. See if Reagan can cut into this 6-point lead as she goes back to serve. Sends it middle. Overpass. Cleaned up by Greta. There's one of them. One at a time, girls. That's how you win. Goes right side. Pushed over to the outside. Tipped over. Liv plays it. Chloe with the out of system to Greta. She'll dump it left side. Back over to the outside, off the high hands. Liv has it go backwards on her, and Chloe plays it up. Greta's blocked at the net. Reagan will send this one up, get a little help from Chloe. Greta will take the out of system from Chloe and put it away. Cam shoots it right side. Setter runs backwards for it. That's tipped over the block and down. That's going to sail out of bounds as Reagan and not sure who that was back there with her as I was trying to clean up somebody's spilt drink so the girls don't slip on it. Public service announcement out there. If you spill something or, well, first of all, don't leave your trash. Pick up after yourself. That one will come through the block and down. We're at 16-10 here in the second set. As I'm standing around, there's 2 water bottles laying on the floor, somebody's glass. Kennedy will dive in at that one. Greta will tool that off the block and get a kill. From the outside, cross court, Chloe plays that up. Allie's under it. Jane turns on it, picked up by back left. Hit through the block. Chloe plays it up. Allie gets it over to Jane. She pushes it into the front right. From the right side, Greta gets that one. Allie to Jane. Huskies pick it up from their outside. That's going to get dumped into the middle. Bounced around. Chloe to Allie. Allie will dump it over. From the right side, that's off the block and down. Allie runs this one down, gets it to Jane. Huskies doing a good job of not letting anything hit the floor right now. Greta up to Allie. Jane goes left hand. Picked up by the Huskies. Over to their outside, off the block. Greta to Allie. She feeds a quick one to Delaney. She'll tip it with her left hand. And that one tipped over. Allie does a good job of turning around playing it up. Jane unable to run that one down. And that'll draw a timeout from Gabby. It's 18-11, running out of points. Girls need to close this set, or win this set to push it to 3. We'll be back after this timeout. Out of the timeout. Huskies in control here, up 7. Kennedy plays that one up. Allie's under it. Jane goes up and over the high hands. To their outside, that's blocked. Chloe runs it down. Allie turns and dumps it. Huskies pick it up. Tip it over. Chloe's there. Allie to Jane. Jane tools it off the block. And they worked hard to earn that point, 18-12. Chloe serve goes short right. Set her to her middle. Good pick up by Chloe, and then a nice. That was out of bounds as Jane got on top of that one, but hit it out of bounds. Greta to Allie, slide over to Cam. That's going to go too far and all the way back to the barrier. And we're rolling into the back third, 20-12 in favor of the Huskies. Greta to Allie. Allie turns and dumps it, but that's going to go out of bounds. No touch. just can't get a break right now. Short serve. Greta Chloe will get that up as the overpass was trying to clean up. Big swing by the outside. Good job by Greta to pick it up. And Greta will take a big swing on it. And the Huskies get that one. Dumped over. Allie plays it. Cam gets it to Jane. Jane will tip that through the block and get a point. Lead cut to 8, 21-13. Allie towards the libero. Quick set from the setter to her left side. That'll go off of Chloe's shoulder. And over to the right side here. And we're at 22-13. Chloe gets some help from Greta, and Jane will send it over. Pushed over outside, tipped over the block. Jane diving effort. Great job all around by the girls to keep that alive. Dumped over. Chloe will dig that one out. Jane will take a big swing at it, and that'll end up being a Husky point. Down 10. No room for error now as the girls got to put some points on the board in a hurry. As that will sail out of bounds. That's one way to do it. We'll take the free one. Reagan in to serve. Down the right side, sprays over to the left. Libero gets it to her back middle, and that one will erase one of the point spread there. 23-15 now. She'll shoot this one at the middle. Pushed over the outside. Liv can only defend it, and that'll go off Cam's head. That caught her look like right in the left eye. She looks like she's okay. And we're at set and match point now for the Huskies. This one, a little short serve, unable to get to it was Reagan. That'll do it. We'll fall in two and take second in the bronze. And that'll do it for us here in Kansas City. We'll be off for a couple weeks and be in the play-in tournament. But, hey, don't forget to join us this coming weekend on Sunday for the Head for the Cure. Join Joe's Jamboree and walk with all of us. And we will see you guys then. Thanks for joining us. We have to ref.